Wildcat fans, keep up with your favorite team all year long with the official app of HAR-BER Wildcat Athletics. A free download in the App Store and Google Play, the HAR-BER Athletics app will keep you up to date with all things Wildcat. Schedules, scores, rosters, news, social media, final score notifications, as well as live broadcasts are just a touch away. The official app of the HAR-BER Wildcats, proudly presented by McClarty Daniel. Download today for free in the App Store and Google Play.
On the counter, finds a hole, Garrett inside the 5, touchdown Springdale. Shot good! Wide open Trey Smith, touchdown HAR-BER Wildcats!
You can love where you live and play at an apartment community managed by Lindsay Management Company. Affordable apartments with awesome amenities, including clubhouses, fitness center, pools, tennis and basketball courts, and playgrounds at select locations. Many locations also include golf privileges, business centers, game rooms, tanning beds, whirlpools, saunas, and resort-style swimming pools. View rates, photos, and apply online at lindsaymanagement.com.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be for you. First Security Bank. Only in Arkansas.
When accidents happen, our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge can mean less waiting and faster care. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
On behalf of Superintendent Dr. Jim Rollins, Athletics Director Wayne Stolick, Principal Jason Jones, the staff, the students, and the alumni of Springdale High School, it's our pleasure to bring you this presentation of the Bulldog Sports Network. Hi again, everybody. Zach Arns, the voice of the Dogs, coming from the Wolverina on the campus of Bentonville West High School, as the Springdale Lady Bulldogs open up 6A West tournament play against the Little Rock Central Tigers. Bulldogs come in off a loss on Friday night to Van Buren, 42-40. The Dogs in search of a tournament win for the second year in a row. We're going to turn it over to the public address announcer for tonight's starting lineups.
Springdale Bulldogs and the Central 4 seed Little Rock Central Tigers. Springdale will be the visiting team on the scoreboard. The Bulldogs are coached by Heather Hunsucker and assistant is Michael Jennings. Little Rock Central will be the home team on the scoreboard. The Tigers are coached by Mike are Joe Green and Carl Davis. And now the starting lineups. First for Springdale. At guard, a 5'7" senior, number 5, Janaya Gauze. For Little Rock, at guard, a 5'5" senior, number 3, Sydney Lewis. For Springdale, at guard, a 5'7" sophomore, number 20, Alondra Mahina. And for Little Rock, at guard, a 5'6" senior, number 5, Ariana Hall. For Springdale, at forward, a 5'8" senior, number 20. And for Little Rock, at forward, a 5'10" freshman, number 12, Lillian Jackson. At forward, a 6' senior, number 24, LaQuisha Davis. For Little Rock, at forward, a 5'9" number 24, Lauren Pendleton. For Springdale, at forward, a 5'9" senior, number 45, Ashlyn Minshew. And for Little Rock, at forward, a 5'8" senior, number 32, Jordan Greenwood. The referees for tonight's game are Jason Harris, Scott Gifford, and James Pick.
So there you have the starting lineups. Again, for Little Rock Central, it'll be Lewis, Hall, Jackson, Pendleton, and Greenwood. For the Lady Bulldogs, it'll be Janiyah and Alondra Bahina. That's the backcourt. It'll be Jaquita, Ashlyn Minshew, and, of course, Marquisha Davis up front. Want to bring in the voice of the Har-BER Wildcats, Donald Tucker, joining me here in the broadcast position. Donald, we just saw the Springdale boys fight tooth and nail against one of the best teams in the state in North Little Rock, lose by 2. And now the Springdale Lady Bulldogs come in 13-12 on the year, 5-9 in conference play. The Central team 11-14 overall, 6-8 in conference play. And I don't know about you, but I'm expecting a good one.
Yeah, I am too. You know, the last one was a lot better than I expected. Tough loss at the end, and the Lady Bulldogs obviously got a fight on their hands as well.
Marquisha wins the tap. Springdale's got the basketball. This is Janiyah Gauze. It's a young Little Rock Central team. They're going to start number 12 there at the top of the zone. That's freshman Lillian Jackson. Here's Marquisha over to Janiyah. Janiyah finds Marquisha on the block. Marquisha left-handed off the glass, no good. Rebound Little Rock Central. Marquisha takes it away. There she is. Can't come away with it. Little Rock Central's got the basketball. Saw Arkansas women's basketball coach Mike Neighbors. Had a chance to talk to him in between games. Very excited to see his signee, Marquisha Davis. This is Jordan Greenwood on the lob. Looking for Jackson underneath, high off the glass and in. So the freshman Lillian Jackson will open the scoring. It's Janiyah, lobs for Marquisha. Marquisha pushed from behind, basket, and the foul. So Marquisha will step to the line. The foul is going to go on Lillian Jackson. That'll be her first. Marquisha will step to the line. And she completes the and one. Minute gone, first quarter. Dogs lead 3-2. This is Jackson in the corner. Back to Pendleton. Near steal by Marquisha. Jordan Greenwood on the, wow. Threw that one at the glass. Got a friendly bounce. Little Rock Central leads 4-3. Now the Tigers go into a bit of a press. Alondra Bahina. Springdale's going to have to get across the timeline, and they turn the basketball over. We saw the boys' team struggle with the press. Lady Bulldogs struggling with the press as well. 6:36 to go. First quarter, 4-3 our score. This is Lauren Pendleton to Greenwood. Pendleton on the drive. She's cut off. Ariana Hall losing the basketball to Marquisha. She set sail for the glass, up and in.
Productive play, obviously, by the Dogs. Steal and a bucket.
2 minutes gone, first quarter. He's Donald Tucker. I'm Zach Arns. Glad you're with us here on the Bulldog Sports Network. Got Nick at the controls, barely.
Nodding off.
This is Pendleton, jumper. Shot rims out, no good. Janiyah slaps it away. Jaquita comes away with it. Here comes Janiyah. Janiyah on the drive. All the way to the glass. Ball's knocked away. Whistle and a foul. And if that's on Lillian Jackson, that's 2. And indeed it is. Lillian Jackson, the freshman for Central, is going to go out of the ball game. Well, looks like they're going to leave her in with the 2 fouls.
2 fouls, 2 points.
Now, here we
Jackson.
go. They're going to make the change. First shot on the way, rims out, no good. Jakiah Woods is going to check in, a 5'8" sophomore for the Central Tigers. Janiyah toes the line for her second shot. Shots on the way, rims out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Sydney Lewis. Central's got the basketball. 1 point game, 5:40 to go, first quarter. Ariana Hall with the floater. That's good. And here comes the pressure. The pressure has bothered Springdale in the past. There's a lob from Marquisha. She goes high and gets herself. Marquisha loses control of the basketball. Pendleton comes away with it. Lauren Pendleton into the front court. Check that. That's Pendleton. Her shot too strong, no good. Jaquita comes away with a rebound, whistle and a foul. These Little Rock Central uniforms, little daunting, the white on gold.
Not a lot of contrast.
Not at all. Not at all.
It's almost like a Bulldog Wildcat charcoal gray non-contrast.
Sooner or later, somebody's going to figure out that those things are impossible to read.
They look great, unless you're trying to
Kids
call
love
a game.
them.
Yep.
Broadcasters hate them. Janiyah across the timeline, 4:50 to go first quarter. Coach Hunsucker giving directions to her Lady Bulldogs. Bulldogs kind of sputtered on Friday night. Took big leads over Van Buren. Couldn't close the deal. Wound up losing 42-40. Here's Marquisha to Janiyah, far side. She fires, three-pointers on the way. Shot's no good. Whistle and a foul. Marquisha's going to pick up her first personal. It's team foul number 1. This is Jordan Greenwood with the basketball. Over to Pendleton, back to it. Bounce pass picked off by Ashley Minshew. Springdale's got it. Quickly into the front court. Lead pass. Run out. Janiyah off the glass and in. We're going to get a timeout, Little Rock Central. Halfway home here in the first quarter. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Lady Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Springdale today. Winner of 12 Student Pillars of Excellence from the Mid-America chapter of the Emmys. Winner of 6 consecutive All-Arkansas Awards. And member of the Broadcasting Hall of Fame from the Arkansas Scholastic Press Association. Springdale Today, your award-winning source for information and entertainment in the Springdale Public Schools. Find us on YouTube.
.358 to go in the first quarter. 7-6 our score. Dogs lead by 1. Coming out of the huddle, it'll be Marquisha, Janiyah, Ashlyn, Jaquita, and Alondra Bahina for the Lady Bulldogs. So here we go. This is Lauren Pendleton. This is Jakiah Woods back to Pendleton and around Jordan Greenwood. She's the captain on the Central Tigers. Hall with the three-pointer. Marquisha comes away with it. Marquisha, she'll stutter, drives, one-handed, scoop shot up and good. Marquisha Davis. She's got 7. The Bulldogs lead by 3, 9-6. This is Sydney Lewis. Over to Lauren Pendleton. Pendleton looking for some help. Springdale going to go to a 2-on-2 zone, something they don't do very often. Pendleton, she'll fire, three-pointer. Alondra Bahina in there fighting for it. Marquisha comes away with it, and she got hit. Nevaeh Griffin at the scorer's table for the Lady Bulldogs. Ball's thrown away and out of bounds. Looks like Marquisha lost a contact. Nevaeh Griffin will check in. Looks like Ashley Pegues going to come off the bench for the Lady Bulldogs. Nia Payton has checked in for Little Rock Central, number 22, making her first appearance in the ball game. This is Payton. Back to Greenwood, now over to Lauren Pendleton. 2:45 to go in the quarter. Springdale by 3. I think this 2-on-2 zone has certainly slowed down Little Rock Central. Springdale primarily a man-to-man team. Rebound by Jakiah Woods, back to Greenwood. She'll fire, three-pointers, no good. It'll be Springdale basketball. You can see kind of the confusion on Little Rock Central's faces. I mean, Springdale very rarely plays zone.
Right.
Probably something they haven't prepared for. 2:20 to go in the quarter. Springdale by 3. Glad you're with us here on the Bulldog Sports Network. First night of the 6A West Tournament from Centerton, Arkansas.
Wolverina.
I'm glad you like that.
Yeah. I'm going to say it 19 more times.
Now, I can't take total credit for that.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh, no, and we've got a whistle. They're going to call Nevaeh Griffin for the foul. Marquisha's at the scores table. She's coming back in. 1:59 to go in the quarter. 3-point game. Marquisha's coming in. And we'll see who's coming out. Nevaeh is going to check out. This is Lauren Pendleton with the basketball. It's Peyton on the wing, watched by Ashley Pagee. Near steal by Janiah Gauze. They're going to get whistled for the foul. Like the aggressiveness out of Janiah. She saw that one coming.
The Dogs doing a good job of just playing their game. Playing their game the first quarter here.
Pendleton to Jordan Greenwood. Greenwood, Ariana Hall, and around to Pendleton. Springdale packed into that 2-1-2 zone. Ashlyn Minshew in the middle. Here's Greenwood. To Peyton. She'll fire. 3-pointers on the way. Shot rims out, no good. Janiah comes away with it. Janiah Gauze into the front court. Janiah on the drive to Alondra. She'll fire. 3-pointers on the waist. Too strong, no good. They're going to say last touched by Nia Payton. It'll be Springdale basketball. 1:10 to go in the quarter. Alondra Mahina will inbound. There's Marquisha. Can't get it to go left-handed. And they're going to say out of bounds off Marquisha. And it'll be Little Rock Central basketball with 1:06 to play. Ariana Hall to inbound. This Little Rock Central bunch beat Fayetteville last year. The first round of the playoffs, one of the weirder games I've ever seen. This is Ariana Hall. Her floater. Halfway down, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Woods. That won't go. Gets another rebound to Peyton. Peyton with a head fake. She steps back, fires, no good. Janiah with a rebound. 1-on-3, Janiah is going to pull it back out. 35 seconds to play in the quarter. Springdale will reset. Here's Marquisha on the wing, open 3-pointer. She's going to drive, and we've got a whistle. It's going to go on Ariana Hall.
Not unlike the boys' game before this. You know,
yeah.
Just not, I mean, they're keeping it close, but it isn't because it's pretty.
Marquisha, first shot rims out, no good. Second shot upcoming for Marquisha Davis, All-State, All-Conference nominee for Gatorade Player of the Year. This is both. Pendleton comes away with a rebound. Quickly into the front court, Ariana Hall. Hall will back it out. 17 seconds to go in the quarter. This is Peyton. It's Ariana Hall. In the lane, shot off the glass at the buzzer and good. And that's how the first quarter will end. After one, our score, Springdale 9, Central 8. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Lady Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
For over 20 years, Community Clinic has served Washington County with quality and affordable health care. With 3 wellness centers in Springdale, located at Jones, George, and Elmdale Elementary, our services include primary care, pediatrics, prenatal, behavioral health, and physical therapy. We offer services in English, Spanish, and Marshallese so that we can help your family. The Community Clinic, healthy people, healthy community.
If you absolutely, positively want the best heating and air company in Northwest Arkansas, then you need to call Absolute Heat and Air with over 73 years of combined experience. Their technicians are fully licensed and insured, background checked, and drug tested, so you can absolutely trust Absolute Heat and Air. They offer $49 service calls all year long, 24/7, 365. The absolute best value around. Call Absolute Heat and Air or visit us online.
Welcome back to Centerton, Arkansas, 6A West Tournament. It's the second girls game. Bryant defeated Van Buren early today. The 1 o'clock game, I believe it was, Donald. You were here for that one.
Right, yep.
So as we start the second quarter, coming out of the huddle for the Lady Bulldogs, Ashley Minshew, Jaquita Caldwell, Alondra Bahina, Marquisha Davis, and Janiyah Gauze. Same 5 on the floor for Central. This is Ariana Hall. Sydney Lewis around to Hall. She'll fire three-pointer, whistle and a foul. They're going to call it on Nia Payton. Springdale's going to get the basketball. Like you said, I mean, it's not pretty, but it is effective.
Yep.
Just underway here, second quarter. This is Ashlyn down in the corner, still playing with that tender elbow. Down to Alondra Bahina. Now it looks like Central's, your zone is as good as our zone. Central going to go to a 2-3. This is Ashlyn to Alondra in the corner. Alondra going to drive baseline. Tries to get it to Jaquita, can't do it. Now we've got a scrum on the floor. We're going to call jump ball. Possession arrow to Little Rock Central, so the Tigers will get the basketball. 7:18 to go in the half. Good crowd here for a Wednesday night.
For a late
Wednesday night. What time is it? Does anybody know? Nia Payton with the basketball.
7, I think it's 1 a.m. Greenwich.
It might be. Lauren Pendleton across the timeline. Springdale still in that. Now they're going to go 1-3-1. Interesting look. This is Ariana Hall. Shot no good. Marquisha with a rebound. This 1-3-1. Pass is intercepted. Lauren Pendleton can't get it to go. Marquisha comes away with a rebound. This 1-3-1 is made famous here in the state by Conway's Ashley Hutchcraft. Janiyah will fire. 3-pointers on the way. Too strong, no good. Ariana Hall comes away with it. So St. Conway's made the 1-3-1 famous. It has wreaked havoc in the Central. Kind of interesting that Springdale has decided to go to it. There's Payton underneath. Wide open Woods off the glass and in.
Just sneaking in the back door.
6.5 to go here in the half. Springdale now down by 1, 10-9. Nevaeh Griffin at the scorer's table for Springdale. To Ashlyn, back to Janiyah, finds Marquisha. To Alondra in the corner, spots up, 3-pointers. Too strong, no good. 2 minutes gone, second quarter. This is Ariana Hall. Sydney Lewis. Back to Payton, she'll fire. 3-pointers on the way and good. 6 straight points for the Little Rock Central Tigers. It's given them a 4-point lead with 5.5 to go in the half. Janiyah Gauze across the timeline. Finds Marquisha. Marquisha steps back, finds Jaquita. Baseline jumpers on the way. Too strong. Pendleton rebound. Lauren Pendleton. Get her across the timeline.
Slowly.
Very slowly. Alexa Bursey also at the scorer's table. As I mentioned earlier, this Central team played one of the weirdest games I've ever seen last year in beating Fayetteville in the first round of the tournament. They ran a stall for over 5 minutes. Marquisha comes away with a rebound. Marquisha all the way, up and in. They held the ball for 5 minutes at the end of the first half. Ran basically the entire second quarter out. And it was actually wound up being the difference. It wouldn't shock me if they were to get a 2 or 3 possession lead where they would pull this thing out and just run as much clock as possible. I was watching in that game, I was watching Fayetteville coach Vic Rimmer, and it was driving him nuts.
Right.
This is Sydney Lewis on the wing. Back to Pendleton. Springdale in that 1-3-1. Pendleton to Payton. She fires long. 3-pointers good. Nia Payton, her second 3. The lead goes to 5 at 16 to 11. Central going to pack it in that 2-3 zone. Springdale not a great three-point shooting team. Whistling a foul. That's going to go on Janiah Gauze. That'll be Springdale's 4th team foul. Janiah's 2nd. Kelsey Johnson is checked in for Little Rock Central. She's in for the first time. This is Peyton. That's Johnson on the block. Back to Sydney Lewis. Anaya Peyton. And this is Jordan Greenwood. 3.5 to go in the half. Springdale down by 5, 16-11. Bounce pass. Greenwood at the foul line. Nice dish to Johnson, high off the glass and in. So Springdale now finds themselves down 7. This is Alexa Bursey. Alexa, jump ball, possession arrow to Central. Springdale coming a little bit undone here in the quarter. Ariana Hall's going to check back in for Little Rock Central. This is Jordan Greenwood with the basketball, 2:50 to go. Blocking foul called against Alondra Bahina. That's her first. It's team foul number 5. Peyton, three-pointer. Back iron, too strong, no good. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Little Rock Central. It'll be Springdale basketball. Lady Bulldogs with some work to do. Down by 7, 2:35 to go in the half. Alexa Bursey will bring it across the timeline. Marquisha to Nevaeh. Springdale working to try and solve this 2-3 zone, which has really cut off the scoring. And we're going to get a timeout, Springdale. 2:12 to go in the half. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Lady Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be for you. First Security Bank, only in Arkansas.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
2:12 to go in the half. Springdale's got the basketball. 18-11 is our score. Lady Bulldogs controlled the first quarter. Since then, it has been all Little Rock Central. Marquisha floater won't go. Nevaeh comes down with it. Basket's good. They're going to say the foul was on the floor, so the basket will not count. Michaela Linwood's going to be whistled for the foul. That'll be her first. Springdale will inbound. Alondra to do the honors. Finds Ashlyn at the elbow. Shot on the way. Good. Ashlyn Minshew with her first 2 in the ball game. Cuts the lead to 5 at 18-13. This is Sydney Lewis. Ariana Hall fires 3-pointers, no good. I'm going to say last touch by Springdale. It'll be Central basketball. Jordan Greenwood will inbound. 1:34 to go. Lob underneath the Pendleton, whistling a foul. Springdale not ready for that inbounds play.
Trying to catch him asleep.
So Lauren Pendleton will step to the line. Alondra Bahino whistled for the foul. Pendleton's first shot rims out, no good. Ashley will check back in for the Lady Bulldogs. Alondra will sit. Kaya Woods is checked in for Little Rock Central. As Pendleton gets the second. 6-point game, 1:30 to go in the half. This is Marquisha Davis. She'll hand to Alexa Bursey. Around to Ashley Pagee. Springdale. Here's Marquisha at the line. She'll pull it back out. Finds Ashley. Fires. Three-pointer. Rims out, no good. Marquisha in there fighting for the rebound. Ariana Hall comes away with it. Hall to Pendleton. Pendleton can't get it to go. My gosh, Marquisha goes high to get that one. 1-on-3, Marquisha Davis. To Ashley Pagee to Nevaeh in the corner. Three-pointer. Shot on the way, no good. Ashlyn Minshew comes away with a rebound. Left-handed up. And can't get it to go. She'll go to the line. She'll shoot two. With 47.5 seconds to go. Foul's going to go on Pendleton. That'll be her first. It's team foul number 7. First shot from Ashlyn Minshew's no good.
So speaking of 47 seconds, there's a rumor that the legendary coach, Dennis DeBusk, is on the mic.
He will join us at halftime. Ashlyn's second free throw, no good. Pendleton comes away with it. We'll talk with Coach DeBusk, who's retiring after 125 years serving the Springdale School District.
Yeah, all 125 in Springdale.
You were a junior when he started.
Feels like it.
To go in the half. Lauren Pendleton for the last shot. This is Jordan Greenwood.
I look like a half-sucked milk dud.
Yep. Hey, man. That body's a thing.
Yeah.
To Ariana Hall. She'll drive, and they're going to say she traveled. So Springdale, 7.4 seconds to go. Six-point ball game. Last 5 seconds in the quarter. Marquisha. She's going to step back. Three-pointer on the way at the buzzer. No good, and that's how the first half will end. We're going to let me try that again. We're going to talk with Coach DeBusk coming up. You're watching the Springdale Lady Bulldogs on the Bulldogs Sports Network. On the counter, finds a hole. Garrett inside the 5. Touchdown, Springdale. Shot. Good!
Wide open Trey Smith, touchdown, Har-BER Wildcats!
You can love where you live and play at an apartment community managed by Lindsay Management Company. Affordable apartments with awesome amenities, including clubhouses, fitness centers, pools, tennis and basketball courts, and playgrounds at select locations. Many locations also include golf privileges, business centers, game rooms, tanning beds, whirlpools, saunas, and resort-style swimming pools. View rates, photos, and apply online at lindsaymanagement.com.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be for you. First Security Bank. Only in Arkansas.
When accidents happen, our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge can mean less waiting and faster care. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
Springdale today. Winner of 12 Student Pillars of Excellence from the Mid-America chapter of the Emmys. Winner of 6 consecutive All-Arkansas Awards. And member of the Broadcasting Hall of Fame from the Arkansas Scholastic Press Association. Springdale today, your award-winning source for information and entertainment in the Springdale Public Schools. Find us on YouTube. For over 20 years, Community Clinic has served Washington County with quality and affordable health care. With 3 wellness centers in Springdale located at Jones, George, and Elmdale Elementary, our services include primary care, pediatrics, prenatal, behavioral health, and physical therapy. We offer services in English, Spanish, and Marshallese so that we can help your family. The Community Clinic, healthy people, healthy community.
If you absolutely, positively want the best heating and air company in Northwest Arkansas, then you need to call Absolute Heat and Air with over 73 years of combined experience. Their technicians are fully licensed and insured, background checked, and drug tested, so you can absolutely trust Absolute Heat and Air. They offer $49 service calls all year long, 24/7, 365. The absolute best value around. Call Absolute Heat and Air or visit us online.
And we welcome you back to Centerton, Arkansas, where a halftime score, Little Rock Central 19, Springdale 13. And joining us for the first time ever, I believe, is a legend around these parts, a legend within the Springdale School District, and a man who's retiring at the end of the school year, Coach Dennis DeBus. Coach, it is a pleasure to welcome you to the Bulldog Sports Network.
Thank you very much. This legend deal, I think that's because you get old.
I do believe that legend and old go synonymously, but I'm using it in the most affectionate of terms.
Right.
Now, you've been at Springdale since when?
96.
1996, but you've been in coaching and school administration for 47 years.
Right.
Donald was a sophomore when you started. Ish.
1972.
1972, the year before I was born. So I don't want to put
Thank you.
That's what I'm here. Let's talk about just some of the changes. I mean, I had a chance to talk to Coach Mike Malham this past summer, and he retired after almost 30 years in coaching. And I asked him, and I'll ask you the same question. You're at every sporting event. You're a fixture on the sidelines at every sporting event. Find you in the end zone, find you on the baseline. What are you going to do when you don't have a game to go to?
Well, that'll be interesting. I've thought about it, but I'll be at the game. It'll be, I think it'll be difficult sitting in the bleachers. I've never done that in forever, but I think Wayne and I talked, and I'll be helping around some, but just to have a little more freedom about it.
I mean, you're a coach. Coaching's in your blood. Sports are in your blood. You've got grandkids now. You're going to be spending more time with them. Your granddaughter is one of my favorites, but I need her to be a little tougher on my daughter in dance class.
I don't know if they won't spend any more time with me or not. But we do have a new great-granddaughter. I got one of those that's 2 years old, and she sort of runs the establishment right now.
Yeah, they usually do that.
Yeah.
So, you got here to Springdale in 1996. Talk to me just a little bit about the things you've seen, the way things have changed. I mean, the 6A tournament's gotten a lot bigger, since your time here at Springdale.
It's things have changed so much. It's football was a run game even in 1996. Now everybody throws it all over the field most of the time. Basketball used to be slow it down, run clock, 41 to 42, 38 to 36, those kind of games. Now it's mostly up and down the floor. It's speed, strength of the athletes. It's just it's amazing how much in just those years.
Now, we've had a chance to talk a lot about a lot of different things, and I want you to relay the story because it is one of my all-time favorite stories. I've tried to tell this story 100 times, and I don't do it justice. You got here in 1996, and you were excited to hear the legendary Gerald Williams give his pregame speech, and I remember you telling me that you got all the stuff you needed to have done so that you could be in the locker room right as the team was getting ready to go on the field.
I was hired in February, and to be honest, it built up just wanting to hear that because I'd watched the Bulldogs come out of that old dressing room, knocking the door down and knocking the fence down. Anybody got in their way, they were in trouble, and I thought I wanted to hear what this guy has to say. And we're all in the weight room waiting for him to come in there. I'm standing by Coach McGinnis on the far side of the wall just savoring. Here comes Coach Williams in with his head down, bent over, leaning forward a little bit, walking. Walked over in front of the kids, tipped his old cap back like he would at times. He said, "Men, a lot of people out there tonight. Don't win, they won't come back next week. Let's go."
It's absolutely one of my favorite stories.
They about tore the doors down, and I'm sitting there thinking, this is what it's all about? You know, other coaches have thrown chairs and everything in the world you can say and rah-rah. No, just tip the cap, and a lot of people out there. They're not going to come back.
Now, I mean, a lot of people have seen you in the last 5-6 years running as an administrator with the Springdale School District. A lot of people don't realize you're a football coach for a long time. You coached with Gus Malzahn.
Right.
You coached with Coach Williams. You were a head coach for a while.
Yeah, I spent 16 years at Heber Springs, 4 as an assistant and 12 as a head coach. And then I came to Shiloh and started that program and was there for the 7 years that we started it, the second year I was there. And then I got the opportunity to come over to Coach Williams. And a lot of people don't know, Coach Williams' brother, Darryl, was my coach as a 9th grader at Heber Springs. So I had heard of Gerald Williams, but I'd never met him until that time. And we got to form a pretty good relationship.
Well, I think, and we're about ready to start the second half, but I think I can speak for everybody that's met you, has worked with you, has had the opportunity just to be around you. And I said this when I saw the article by Rick Fires. You're one of the best people I've ever met. You're one of the most sincere individuals I've ever met. And you always had the kids' interests at heart, no matter what the situation. And, I hope you'll be around. I hope you'll come say hi to us during football season, because I think I'm going to miss our chats prior to games. That's one of the things I've looked forward to. When you had your heart problem, that was the first thing I said was, I'm not going to get to talk to Coach DeBusk before the game. So from me and from the rest of the Bulldog Nation and the Wildcat Nation, we're going to miss you. But we really would like you to stick around and be a part of it going forward.
Well, I appreciate that, and I will. But let me tell you what's made me is all those kids and the coaches, the great coaches I've been fortunate enough to be around over the years. I've been blessed. And as I said in that article, I always remember Lou Gehrig when he was dying and could stand up in front of a crowd at Yankee Stadium and say, "I'm the luckiest guy in the world." Well, I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I'm right there with him. No matter what happens the rest of my life, I've had a great run, and I'm so appreciative of Springdale giving me the opportunity. Springs giving me the opportunity, and Shiloh giving me the opportunity to go through what I did.
Well, Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you.
He is Coach Dennis DeBusk. We're going to miss him. We're going to be right back with the second half. You're watching the Springdale Lady Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
HAR-BER is not your typical bank. See for yourself. I do most of my banking online.
I really utilize it more for my online bill pay, which is absolutely great.
Do you use the HAR-BER Go app?
Yes, I do use the app. I love it.
The best part is the quick view. You don't even have to log in. You can just see what your accounts are that day.
When you log in now, it just shows everything right there.
The fingerprint touch is a game changer.
We use the app, got to transfer money in a pinch. Quick and easy.
HAR-BER Bank. Our customers say it best.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
We are underway here in the second half. Springdale's got the basketball. I wanted to say thank you to Coach Dennis DeBusk for stopping by. Always enjoy talking to him. Marquisha goes high off the glass and in. 30 seconds gone here in the third quarter. The Bulldogs have cut the lead to 4 at 19-15. Lauren Pendleton across the timeline. This is Jordan Greenwood. Greenwood back to Pendleton. Springdale packed into that 1-3-1. This is Ariana Hall. Back to Pendleton. Very patient, these Little Rock Central Tigers. Ariana Hall can't get it to go. Comes away with her own rebound off the glass and in. Alondra. Two-three matchup zone for Ball's lost out of bounds. Marquisha couldn't handle it on the bounce. Springdale will turn it over, 6:38 to go. They trail by 6, 21-15. Enjoyed our chat with Coach DeBusk. Always fun to talk to him.
Man,
he told us a great story, one of my favorite stories about Coach Gerald Williams. Next to your stories, because yours are much more personal.
Right, right.
But he told us about the
Is that the one about the speech?
Yes.
Yeah.
My absolute
That's a great
favorite
story.
Actually, every Gerald Williams story is great.
That's true. There's a billion of them.
About the days he made it stop raining.
Yeah, I've got 2 of those stories myself.
Ariana Hall is going to be called for traveling. Springdale's going to get the basketball. My favorite one is when Barry Lunny Sr. tells a great story about bringing a Southside team up to Springdale, and it hadn't rained in August for it hadn't rained in 2 months.
Right.
And it rained on a 100-yard patch of mud that Coach Williams called a field. And when Coach Lunny started yelling at him, Coach Williams looked at the field, scratched his head, and went, "Looks like it's a maintenance problem." We're going to get an offensive foul called against, I believe that's going to go against Jordan Greenwood. Nope, check that. It's going to go against Ariana Hall. So Springdale's going to get the basketball back. They still trail by 6. Ashley Pagee going to check in. One day we're going to start a stream and just swap Gerald Williams stories.
It'd be great to mic him up when we do that.
Oh my goodness!
Maybe this football season when Springdale and Har-BER play, that'd be a great time to do that.
I've got to sit down with him at some point. He is so much fun to talk to.
Yeah.
There's Marquisha at the foul line. So we get back to basketball. Ashley Pagee on the wing. There's Alondra trying to drive baseline, cut off by Pendleton. Springdale trails by 6. They have trailed the majority of the second half. In the second quarter is Ashland, baseline jumper. It's short. Last touch by Little Rock Central. It'll be Springdale basketball. 5:17 to go, third quarter. Coach Mike Neighbors, the Arkansas Razorbacks women's basketball team, in attendance tonight. Had a great chat with him before the game. Here's Marquisha out of the corner on cue. The Arkansas signee bangs a 3, cuts the lead to 3.
It came down from the rafters.
This game's being played, I'd say it's being played at Springdale space, but this is how Little Rock Central plays. Slow and methodical. This is Pendleton on the drive, fights her way through. They're going to say she traveled, so Springdale's going to get it back with a chance to cut it to 1 or tie. It's another great Gerald Williams story about Joe Fred Young, which I'll tell you off air because it's an off air type story.
Because it's a Joe Fred Young story.
Because it's a Joe Fred Young story. Yes. There's Ashlyn Minshew in the corner to Marquisha at the foul line. Marquisha backs away, finds Alondra to Ashlyn in the corner. She fouls 3-pointer, and we've got a whistle and a foul. That's going to go on Jaquita, I believe. Yeah, the referee just signaled 25. There is no 25. Yeah, there you go. It's like having an argument with my wife where I tell her the answer twice. She doesn't like it, so I have to change it.
Yeah, whatever works.
Exactly.
20, 210, 221, whatever it takes.
Oh, Mr. Mom. 4.5 to go, third quarter. Springdale down by 3. I like the
old Kevin or Michael Keaton
saying,
reference.
And who did he say it to? Martin Mull.
Yeah, I don't remember who the guy was.
Got a whistle and a foul. I watched that movie the other day.
Really?
I did.
That's back when it was like 280 lines of resolution.
Alondra Bahina is going to be whistled for her third foul. This is Payton out of the corner, 3-pointer, good. Nia Payton knocks home her third 3-pointer. The lead goes back to 6 at 24-18. Janiyah Gauze into the front court. Here's Marquisha, whistle and a foul. It's going to go on Nia Payton. That's her second. Nevaeh Griffin and Ashley Pagee are going to check in for Springdale. Jakaya Woods checks in for Little Rock Central. Ashley trying to inbound. Knocked out of bounds by Little Rock Central. Exactly 4 minutes to go. There's Ashley to inbound to Janiyah. Steps back, three-pointer. Off the glass and good. You got to call him.
Shot.
You got to call him. And we're going to get a timeout, Springdale. 3:55 to go in the quarter. Springdale trails by 3. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Lady Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Ballpark Franks got their start in 1957. Right here in the ballpark. And with the taste of 100% Angus beef, passed down from one generation to the next, they soon became a tradition everywhere, bringing on the feeling of summer in every bite. Ballpark Franks, bring on summer.
.355 to go in the third quarter. Central's got the basketball and the lead by 3. 24-21. This is Lauren Pendleton. Nia Payton. Bounce pass to Jordan Greenwood at the line. And Nevaeh Griffin's going to get whistled for the foul. Refs have been okay for the most part. I think there's been some curious calls, but that's to be expected.
It's going both ways, though.
Lauren Pendleton knocks that home with 3.5 to go. It's a 5-point game. Springdale just not been able to crack the code here on this 2-3 zone. They've denied Marquisha the ball at the foul line at every turn, sometimes doubling and tripling her. Nevaeh, back to Janiyah. Back to Nevaeh. She'll spot up, three-pointer. Too strong, Payton with a rebound.
It looked like it was going in.
I think you're going to see Central start to take the air out of the ball if they can. Really slow this thing down to a crawl. Jordan Greenwood with the basketball. Clock running at 2:30 to go in the half. Five-point game, 26-21. Payton can't get it to go. Janiyah with the rebound, whistle, and a foul. That's on Payton, that's 3. Indeed it is. Sydney Lewis going to check back in for Little Rock Central. Jordan Greenwood's going to sit down. We have not seen Lillian Jackson, the 6-foot freshman, since the early part of this game. She picked up 2 quick fouls. Janiyah Gauze across the timeline, hands to Marquisha. Marquisha Davis crosses over, drives, loses control of the basketball. Ariana Hall comes away with it. Hall is going to back it out. Gets it to Lauren Pendleton. With 1:50 to go, Central will slow it down again. Bounce pass underneath. Marquisha comes away with it, gets it to Janiyah. Janiyah Gauze. Weaving her way down the floor, and we've got a whistle and a foul. Ariana Hall whistled for the foul, that's 3. So they've got 2 Little Rock Central starters with 3 fouls, and we're going to get a timeout, Tigers. 1:28 to go in the third quarter. Springdale down 5. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Lady Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely definitely here. Because here is where we want to be for you. First Security Bank, only in Arkansas.
The whistle is very inconvenient, isn't it?
I don't know. It's this work thing.
1:28 to go, third quarter. Nevaeh Griffin will inbound. Lobs to Marquisha. Catches to Janiyah. Three-pointers on the way. Shot good! Janiyah Gauze with a three ball. And Springdale's cut the lead to 2 at 26-24. 1:15 to go. Third quarter, Springdale down by 2, 26-24. We go under a minute. Central content to hold the ball for the last shot. Saw Vic Rimmer in the stands earlier, the head coach of Fayetteville. I'm sure right now he's pulling the rest of his hair out watching this, giving him nightmares.
Right.
30 seconds to go. Springdale going to stretch the defense a little bit. Ariana Hall to Sydney Lewis. Lewis drives center. Throws to Pendleton. She can't control it. Springdale's going to get the basketball back with 21 seconds to go. The last 20 of the quarter. Janiyah's got it. She'll hand it to Ashley Pagee. Around in the corner to Marquisha. Marquisha crosses over. Finds Ashley at the elbow to Janiyah. Three ball. Trying to bank it again. Ashley comes away with the rebound. Misses. Ariana Hall comes away with it. There's Nevaeh Griffin, whistle and a foul. So the freshman, Nevaeh Griffin's going to go to the line. She'll shoot 2 with 1.9 seconds to go. Nevaeh has a very unique shooting motion. Very effective, but unique. It's just kind of a little push.
Very minimalistic.
Exactly. In a batting swing, they call that minimizing the noise. Alexa Bursey checks in. Marquisha's going to sit down. Marquisha with 14 in the game. It's Nevaeh, second foul shot, up and good. 1.9 seconds to go. This is Sydney Lewis. She fires. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Our score after 3, Central 26, Springdale 25. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Lady Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
I think Springdale Schools is a great place to teach. They have cared about my salary. They have cared about my time.
Administration is awesome. They want to be there for the kids. I mean, they are #1 priority.
The staff, teachers, everyone's very, very nice, very polite, and very welcoming. It really feels like a family.
It's always good when you have a diverse population like Springdale for kids in the classroom to see people that look like them, so it gives them a role model.
I always say if I had somebody like me in kindergarten that could speak both of the languages, that would be tons of help.
We go out of our way to provide everything that we can so that their children can get a wonderful education, because they are the leaders of tomorrow.
Northwest Arkansas, it's growing. That's one of the great things.
I am originally from San Antonio, and I cannot tell you, this is a wonderful place to raise your children.
It's just a great place to live, to work, and just to have fun.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means faster care. And because we're full service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. At Northwest Health System, Bentonville and Springdale.
So as we start the fourth quarter, the Lady Bulldogs are down by 1, 26-25. I want to say a special hello to Springdale class of 2001, Christy Worley, also known as my wife, watching at home, letting me know all the things that I'm doing wrong. Just saying. Out of the timeout, onto the floor for the Bulldogs, it's Nevaeh Griffin, Ashley Pagee, Ashley Minshew, Marquisha Davis, Janiyah Gauze. For Little Rock Central, it's Ariana Hall, Lauren Pembleton. Looks like Jordan Greenwood, Nia Payton, and Ja'Kiah Woods, excuse me. Ashlyn comes away with a rebound. Springdale's got the basketball, chance to take the lead. Marquisha airmails it to Nevaeh Griffin out of her reach. Springdale will turn it over. So we've got 7:41 to go in the ball game. Springdale Lady Bulldogs looking to advance to the second round for the second consecutive year. Last year beat Southside in the first round before bowing out to eventual state champion North Little Rock. Kaya Woods around Ariana Hall, and now Jordan Greenwood. This is Pendleton. Jumper in the lane's no good. Fights for her own rebound, whistling a foul. Nevaeh doesn't like the call. She's going to get whistled for her third personal foul. Here's the lob to Pendleton. Her shot's up and good. Springdale, that's the second time they've done that.
Yep.
Ashley Pagee working. Springdale down by 3, 28-25 our score. Ashley to Janiyah in the corner. Back to Ashley, and she traveled with the basketball. So consecutive turnovers for the Lady Bulldogs. Give Little Rock Central the basketball back with a chance to extend their lead. Looks like Alondra Bahina is going to check in. This is Pendleton to Peyton out of the corner. Three-pointer on the way. Rims out no good. Marquisha with a rebound. Marquisha Davis pulls up. Jumper on the way. Too strong, no good. Pendleton with a rebound. And then we were talking with Coach Dennis DeBusk at halftime. You know, one of the great things about Coach DeBusk is he bought dinner tonight.
That's the great thing about Coach DeBusk.
That's what I'm going to remember, is that he bought us dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Ariana Hall on the drive. Finds Peyton in the corner. Back to Greenwood. Greenwood at the elbow. Shot on the way, good. Nice shot there by Jordan Greenwood. And the lead's grown to 5 with 5:45 to go in the game. Looks like Lillian Jackson is at the scorer's table. She's going to check back in. Here's Marquisha to Alondra. Alondra drives, baseline. Trying to get it to Ashlyn, and now we've got a scrum on the floor. Jump ball. Possession arrow favors Springdale. Jackson's going to check in. Rebound batted around. Ashlyn's going to wind up coming away with it. Finds Marquisha. Looks like we're going to get a timeout, Springdale. 5:20 to go in the ball game. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Lady Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Wildcat fans, keep up with your favorite team all year long with the official app of HAR-BER Wildcat Athletics. A free download in the App Store and Google Play, the HAR-BER Athletics app will keep you up to date with all things Wildcat. Schedules, scores, rosters, news, social media, final score notifications, as well as live broadcasts are just a touch away. The official app of the HAR-BER Wildcats, proudly presented by McClarty Daniel. Download today for free in the App Store and Google Play.
On the counter, find a hole. Garrett inside the 5. Touchdown, Springdale. Shot good!
Wide open Trey Smith, touchdown, HAR-BER Wildcats!
.520 to go in the ball game. Springdale comes out of the huddle. They'll have the basketball. And to Marquisha. To Janiyah. Back to Alondra. Springdale starts again. As we approach 5 minutes to go. Marquisha. Looking for Ashlyn underneath. Pendleton breaks it up. Janiyah. Floater. That's short. Ashlyn can't get it to go. Nevaeh comes away with it. Her shot rolls around and in. This is Jordan Greenwood. As I mentioned earlier, this is the stall. They are willing to stand there for 4.5 minutes. This is Ariana Hall on the drive. Loses control of the basketball, regains it. Janiyah comes away with it. Janiyah Gauze. To Marquisha. Springdale with a chance to cut it to one or tie. Halfway home here in the fourth quarter. Springdale trails by 3. Marquisha, left-handed scoop shot, won't go. Grabs her own, other side of the basket, can't get it to go. There's Ashlyn Minshew. Shot's no good, but she's going to go to the line and shoot 2. 3:46 to go in the ball game. Ashlyn Minshew going to step to the line. She missed her last 2. First shot from Ashlyn Minshew is good. Sydney Lewis going to check in for Nia Payton for Central. Nevaeh Griffin's going to sit down for Springdale. Chiquita will check back in. Ashlyn Minshew's second free throw upcoming. Shot rattles around, no good. Marquisha comes away with it, left-handed. Can't get it to go, but Marquisha's going to go to the line. She'll shoot 2. Winner of this ball game will play tomorrow, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, against the top seed out of the West, the Bentonville Lady Tigers. Just joining us, the Springdale Bulldogs boys team lost by 2, 47-45 to a very good North Little Rock team.
That was a good game.
It really was. That may be the best game they've played all year. So Marquisha gets 1 out of 2. The lead is 1, 30-29. 3.5 minutes to go. This is Pendleton. Springdale going to try a trap here. Or to Jordan Greenwood. Greenwood. They're going to call Marquisha for the block. Not sure about that one, but it's going to be Marquisha's second. It's team foul number 5. Ariana Hall, floater in the lane, won't go. Grabs her own rebound. Marquisha steals it away. Marquisha Davis. All the way, left-handed, up and in. Springdale takes the lead, 31-30, with 3 minutes to go. We've got a timeout, Central. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Lady Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Springdale today. Winner of 12 Student Pillars of Excellence from the Mid-America chapter of the Emmys. Winner of 6 consecutive All-Arkansas Awards. And member of the Broadcasting Hall of Fame from the Arkansas Scholastic Press Association. Springdale today, your award-winning source for information and entertainment in the Springdale Public Schools. Find us on YouTube. For over 20 years, Community Clinic has served Washington County with quality and affordable health care. With 3 wellness centers in Springdale, located at Jones, George, and Elmdale Elementary, our services include primary care, pediatrics, prenatal, behavioral health, and physical therapy. We offer services in English, Spanish, and Marshallese so that we can help your family. The Community Clinic. Healthy people, healthy community.
They could. We're going to get a whistle and a foul. Alondra Heaton on the backdoor cut. And it's going to send Central to the line. Lillian Jackson. Alondra picks up her 4th personal foul. Good. Stubing reference.
Yeah.
Nick can hear us, but he can't answer us.
Yeah. And I can't read sign language, so.
It's good. 2:43 to go in the ball game. We're tied at 31. Janiyah will come across the timeline. We'll be right back to the Springdale.
Ballpark Franks got their start in 1957. Right here in the ballpark. And with the taste of 100% Angus beef, passed down from one generation to the next, they soon became a tradition everywhere, bringing on the feeling of summer in every bite. Ballpark Franks, bring on summer.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
.230 issues that we may be having. Nick is telling us that that we're having some audio issues. I think we're having a Nick issue. We're tied at 31. The Bulldogs are going to come out of the huddle. It'll be Martin, Alondra Bahina with the 4 fouls and five. Here's that corner back to Janiyah. Spot up, 3-pointers on the way. It rims out, no good. Pendleton with a rebound. Into the front court comes Ariana Hall. Back to Pendleton. Games in consecutive. Deep Fayetteville. As we go. Hold this until the very end.
Right.
This is Hall on the drive, goes behind the back. She's going to pull it back out. .130 to go. This is Hall on the drive to Lewis, to Greenwood. Her shot, no good. Jaquita with a rebound. Springdale's got the basketball. Jaquita hands to Marquisha. To Alondra, can't handle the pass. She throws it into the bench, and Springdale turns it over. 1:16 to go in the ball game. Tied at 31. Jordan Greenwood with the basketball. We go under a minute. Greenwood And we're going to get a timeout, Little Rock Central. 56.7 to go. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Lady Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be for you. First Security Bank, only in Arkansas.
Hometown. That word still means something here. It means we're neighbors. We do the right thing. We care about your family. And you deserve the very best every time you walk in the front door. HAR-BER. Hometown Fresh.
.7 seconds to go in the ball game. It's not the 6A tournament. Well, the celebrity sighting. Isaiah Joe just walked into the building. Razorback shooting guard played in this tournament last year. Led his team to a state title 2 years ago. Runner-up finish. Central's got the basketball. Jordan Greenwood on. Pendleton. Springdale in the zone. Hall. Back to Greenwood. Now back to Hall. 17 seconds to go in the ball game. Jordan Greenwood with the basketball. Springdale. Here's no good. Mark. We're going to get a time going. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back. You're watching the Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
I need new tires. What size of tire do I need? Will they have my size? Do I need an appointment? When can I get in? How long will that take? Can I drop my car off? Do I have to wait there? What will I do with my kids? Will they have a tire that fits my budget?
Does buying tires have your head spinning? At Tire Tracks, we have all the answers built on over 20 years of local service. With 3 convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas and over 25 highly skilled technicians, we can answer all your questions and keep your head from spinning.
Welcome home to Lindsay Living. From value-packed basic apartments with appliances and washers and dryers to resort-style apartment living on golf courses with fabulous amenities, you'll love where you live and play. Visit lindsaymanagement.com to apply online and see photos, rates, and floor plans for all locations we manage throughout Arkansas and in surrounding states.
.4 seconds to go in the ball game. Springdale coming out of the huddle. I think we agree that Marquisha is going to be the one to take the last shot, I would assume. Coach Hunsucker, a master at drawing up these plays. She's gotten Marquisha free a couple of times on last-second shots during the season. So they're going to inbound on the near side. Winner plays Bentonville tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Janiyah will inbound. Janiyah to inbound. Lob to Marquisha. Fires at the buzzer. Shot no good. And we've got overtime. Free basketball coming up.
Springdale today. Winner of 12 Student Pillars of Excellence from the Mid-America chapter of the Emmys. Winner of 6 consecutive All-Arkansas Awards, and member of the Broadcasting Hall of Fame from the Arkansas Scholastic Press Association. Springdale Today, your award-winning source for information and entertainment in the Springdale Public Schools. Find us on YouTube. For over 20 years, Community Clinic has served Washington County with quality and affordable health care. With 3 wellness centers in Springdale, located at Jones, George, and Elmdale Elementary, our services include primary care, pediatrics, prenatal, behavioral health, and physical therapy. We offer services in English, Spanish, and Marshallese so that we can help your family. The Community Clinic, healthy people, healthy community.
If you absolutely, positively want the best heating and air company in Northwest Arkansas, then you need to call Absolute Heat and Air with over 73 years of combined experience. Their technicians are fully licensed and insured, background checked, and drug tested, so you can absolutely trust Absolute Heat and Air. They offer $49 service calls all year long, 24/7, 365. The absolute best value around. Call Absolute Heat and Air or visit us online.
Welcome back to the Wolverina on the campus of Bentonville West High School. He is Donald Tucker, the voice for the Wildcats. That is Nick. We know him as Magoo around here.
He's Captain Stubing last time out.
Captain Stubing never wrecked the audio. We are in overtime, tied at 31. Springdale has fought tooth and nail back from a 6-point deficit against a Central team that is intent on basically taking the air out of the basketball and holding it for as long as possible. Time of possession, not a stat kept in basketball. This is Pendleton, back to Greenwood, and here we go. I mean, just pass it around. Here's Peyton, fires, shot's no good. Ashland can't find the basketball, finally does. Throws it right to Ariana Hall, and Central's got the basketball again. Greenwood back to Pendleton. 50 seconds gone here in overtime. The overtime period is 4 minutes. This is Hall on the drive. Hall finds her way through, shots off the glass and good. 2:50 to go in overtime. Springdale down by 2, 33-31. Janaya around to Alondra. Alondra Bahina playing with 4 fouls. This is Ashlyn Minshew looking for Marquisha on the block. 2:27 to go. Janaya to Alondra. She loses control of the basketball. Pendleton all the way to the basket, up and in. 2:10 to go. Springdale down by 4. Marquisha to Janaya. Springdale's going to have to speed things up here a little bit. Pass is intercepted. This is Jordan Greenwood. Off the glass and in. 6-0 run for the Little Rock Central Tigers. 90 seconds to play. Here's Marquisha to Janaya. She'll fire, 3-pointer. Shot no good. Marquisha with a rebound. Loses control of the basketball out of bounds, and it's Central basketball. Nevaeh Griffin's going to check in. Jaquita will sit down. 1:23 to go in the ball game. Springdale's yet to score in overtime. We're going to get a timeout. 1:23 to go. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Arvest is not your typical bank. See for yourself. I do most of my banking online.
I really utilize it more for my online bill pay, which is absolutely great.
Do you use the Arvesco app?
Yes, I do use the app. I love it.
The best part is the quick view. You don't even have to log in. You can just see what your accounts are that day.
When you log in now, it just shows everything right there.
The fingerprint touch is a game changer.
We use the app,
Yeah.
got to transfer money in a pinch. Quick and easy.
Arvest Bank, our customers say it best.
Ballpark Franks got their start in 1957, right here in the ballpark. And with the taste of 100% Angus beef, passed down from one generation to the next, they soon became a tradition everywhere, bringing on the feeling of summer in every bite. Ballpark Franks, bring on summer.
.123 to go in the ball game. Springdale down by 6. Little Rock Central has possession of the basketball. Springdale's yet to score here in overtime. Again, the winner of this ball game gets Bentonville tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Across the timeline come the Little Rock Central Tigers with 1:10 to go. Pendleton to Jackson to Hall. Now they're going to kick it back out. And we'll get a whistle and a foul. Foul's going to go on Janiyah. It's going to be 3 on her. And that will send Pendleton to the line. She'll shoot 1 and 1. First free throw up and good for Jordan Greenwood. Alexa Bursey's going to check in. Alondra Bahina will sit down. So Greenwood gets both. Sydney Lewis going to check in. Peyton will check out. And with 1:02 to go, it's an 8-point ball game. This is Ashlyn to Marquisha. Whistle and a foul. Marquisha's going to go to the line with 50.9 seconds to go. Each team with 1 timeout left. Alondra Bahina will check in. Ariana Hall has fouled out. Nia Payton will check back in. Second free throw upcoming for Marquisha. It's on the way and good. This is Pendleton. Ball's taken away. Janiyah to Marquisha. Shot off the glass and in. And we're going to get a timeout, Springdale. 40.1 seconds to go in the ballgame. Springdale's down by 5. We'll be right back. You're watching the Springdale Lady Bulldogs on the Bulldog Sports Network.
Our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting where it matters most. Faster care in the emergency room. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Northwest Health System, Bentonville, and Springdale.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be for you. First Security Bank, only in Arkansas.
40.1 seconds to go in the ball game. Little Rock Central's got the basketball. He's Donald Tucker, the voice of the Wildcats. Zach Arns, voice of the Bulldogs. Got Nick, the general custer of directors. Here we go, the last 40.1 seconds of the ball game. Springdale down by 5.
It'd be worse if it be Colonel Mustard in the library.
Could it?
No.
No. I love the way he just sits over there and just shakes his head.
Yeah.
It's like we're going to pay for it at some point.
He's kind of, we're probably muted the whole night anyway.
Probably. So we're waiting on something between the Springdale bench and the referee. I think Nevaeh Griffin's going to check in. Tanisha Bohannon checked in. Now she's checking out. So not exactly sure what that was about. So Central will inbound the basketball. 40.1 seconds to go. Jordan Greenwood to Pendleton. Up and in. The lead back to 7 with 30 seconds to go. Janiyah. Janiyah with the floater off the glass. Greenwood with a rebound. And the run out to Pendleton for the easy 2. And that's probably going to do it here with 12 seconds to go. So Springdale's season's going to come to an end. 13-13. Their first round loss in the 6A tournament. 5 seconds to go. Here's Janiyah all the way to the glass. That shot won't go. Ashland back up and in, and that's going to do it. So our final score, Little Rock Central 43, Springdale 36.
Little Rock 43, Springdale 34.
They're going to say 34. I guess the last one didn't count, so 43-34 the final. For everybody that's worked on the Bulldog Sports Network this year, we appreciate you watching. We will talk to you next summer, I think it is, August. The football team will kick off at Joe T. Robinson. For Donald Tucker and Nick and our entire BSN crew tonight, my name is Zach Arns. Thank you for watching. We will talk to you next year.